What is the most important specification in a PEMF device?
That depends what you want to do with it. There is no straight answer for this because it depends on the application. It depends on the location where you're going to put in the PEMF system. If it's whole body treatment, if it's local treatment, and if you want to penetrate deep into the body of a person or just superficial. That's my short answer on your quickfire question.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think is the best intensity range?
Extremely low frequencies is supposed to be between, let's say, 1 hertz and 50 or maybe up to 100 hertz. That's the most important intensity range for PEMF, according to my humble opinion and experience.
And what is the best waveform for PEMF?
Straight answer is a sine wave, but not just a sine wave. It depends if you want to obtain deep penetration, if you want to obtain superficial treatment, if you want to have an aggressive pulse, if you want to have a smooth pulse. So that's not easily answered, this question, but we probably get on later on this podcast.
Yeah, we'll take a deep dive, don't worry. Should PEMF devices use a single frequency or a range of frequencies?
Definitely not a single frequency. You need a range of frequencies, and preferably during the same session, different frequencies. And that's also something we probably going to address later on in the podcast, I assume.
Yep. And does duty cycle have therapeutic relevance in PEMF?
Yes and no. Duty cycle is actually something which is misunderstood in PEMF treatments. Duty cycle is the function of the width of an active pulse and the rest period of a pulse. And the duty cycle has actually nothing to do with how fast or slow the PEMF pulse is inducted into the body.
How important is coil design when it comes to PEMF?
Extremely important. And it depends the size, the quality of the copper used for the coil, how many windings are used to create the coil, the resistance of the coil, the speed of induction in the coil actually to emit the PEMF. I can show you later on also, maybe for the listeners it's not visual possible to show, but if somebody is looking at the podcast and this recording, I will give you a demo of the size of the coil and the distance it travels, also the PEMF.
Do you think most people misunderstand PEMF specifications?
Wow. People, I noticed, are becoming more and more versed into comparing themselves, not only between the different devices, but also understanding more what's important for them. We get more and more technical questions, actually, where people are asking about intensity, frequencies, range of the frequency used, the strength of the PEMF pulses. So people are getting more clever, but still there is a wide range of lay people who are not so much interested in these specifications, and they listen more to the neighbor who happens to sell an MLM system and marking system, which is somebody purchased and wants to either repurchase or they make a profit by recommending it to a family member or somebody else. So yes and no, people do understand and do misunderstand PEMF.
Yeah. We could talk about that later, because PEMF industry has been heavily influenced by MLM, multi-level marketing sellers, unfortunately, which kind of has its own problems. But last question in the quickfire: if someone is comparing PEMF devices, what is the first thing they should look at?
The intended use of the device.
No, good. Okay, great answers. Okay, let's take a deeper dive into some of those questions that we've asked. And for